Hi, I'm Ashton, and I'm a secondhand shopper. I grew up going to antique stores, garage sales, and flea markets with my mom. At first, it was by force, but eventually, I started to enjoy the hunt. It wasn't until I went to college, however, that I began to consciously try to buy everything secondhand. Clothes, furniture, appliances, gear, home decor, you name it. I'd estimate about 80% of all my belongings is pre-owned. From recycling to finding high-quality goods for cheap to the thrill of the hunt, there are a variety of benefits to shopping secondhand. I set out to talk to a couple of thrifters in Laramie.
I don't think I haven't bought anything new except for, your intimate apparel in years. I've always shopped secondhand because you can find unique clothes and things that nobody else has and great buys, high-end labels for little money. So it works really well.
According to ThredUp, an online thrift store, textile waste has risen from 7% to 30% in the past 5 years. And the average American throws away 70 pounds of clothing every single year. And all that waste is just rotting away in landfills.
There is such a surplus right now, an amazing amount of clothing because of these turnaround fast fashion things, and they're almost produced and meant to be thrown away. There's mountains of clothes out there.
We live in a disposable world today. A lot of the furniture is pressboard and so on. Is designed on a lot shorter lifespan. You can come in here and get furniture that's made out of real wood. You can get binoculars with real optics in them.
By buying secondhand, you also create lasting memories that usually aren't created by online impulse buys.
It was in Kansas City in probably about 1974. I found this beautiful cape that's trimmed in black fox. Ooh. And I still have it and I still wear it, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
My very first pair of hearing aids were $6,400. Now, did I pay $6,400? No. I bought them from a gentleman for $500. They were a year old. He had to have the latest and greatest, and he had the money to do it.
And many times, your purchase at a secondhand store supports local businesses and charities.
And then a lot of people will set up an account, but they don't want the money. They want the money to go to Downtown Clinic, the Soup Kitchen, Interfaith, Habitat for Humanity. So that makes it, worthwhile too.
Now, I'm not usually one to ruin a good secret, but with all of these benefits, I can't help but wonder, why don't more people do it?
There are people that just have a stigma about not buying used. They don't want something that's used. I prefer to think of it as pre-owned. Semantics. It's a way for people to be able to afford nicer things. You can go to Walmart and get pressboard furniture, or you can come here and get real wood furniture. There's furniture in here that, for example, there's a TV stand over there that originally retailed for $4,900. It's now $199, and there's not a thing wrong with it.
And there's an art to it, especially back then. Now it's a little more sophisticated, but back then it was, it could be pretty grimy. I don't really have to shop secondhand, but I do, because it's recycling and you find wonderful things, and it's fun. It's very, and the stores are much, much nicer now. They're really well maintained, well lit, dressing rooms. I mean, they're organized.
Just like all that online shopping you do, there's going to be some weird stuff in secondhand stores. Except you'll get to actually appreciate it in person.
Well, yeah, there's been some strange stuff come in. We had a child's coffin. We had a pair of 200-year-old Bolivian stirrups, hand-carved stirrups come in. There's just all kinds of crazy stuff. So that's one of the lures of a used store.
Whether you want to simply save money or reduce waste, think twice about buying mass-produced, low-quality goods and head to your local thrift store, consignment shop, or flea market. Or you can even shop secondhand as you sit in your PJs on your couch on sites like eBay, Etsy, ThredUp, or Poshmark. You just never know what you might find.